So today's topic is 1041 versus 1040. It's not necessarily a topic that I haven't broached before in the past, but it is something that is of vital importance, in my opinion, especially looking at this new tax deal that they put out. And the only way I'm really able to see it, honestly, I mean, you can look at what Congress did in the proposals that was put up, but, you know, the Internal Revenue Service is steadily implementing it into the Internal Revenue Code. And with that happening, I'm able to see what's going on with it and how it's going to affect not only what, you know, millionaires such as you heard of in the articles that I was citing, but the average person, you know, me and you. How is it going to affect us? So 1040 versus 1041, you know, specifically touches on that topic. Bottom line, not everyone's going to be able to quit their job and start their own job and transition 100% to the private. You know, start your own business, you know, or start your own business through trust and be able to sustain not only your life but your entire household. You know, not everybody's going to be able to do that. And I'm not saying that everybody needs to do that. What I'm saying is, at the very least, you should have some sort of side thing going on, is what I'm saying. And at the very least, that side thing should be set up properly. Bottom line. So, you know, a hot topic, obviously, and it stays a hot topic, is trust. You know what I mean? So, you know, I know that we have OG listeners. You know, I got an audience that's OG, been with me for, you know, all these years. I think I'm going up on, am I going on, is it 3 years almost? It's almost 3 years I've been on. I think I did a year on the vault, and it's been over a year on the foundation. Doesn't matter, does it? Either way, this isn't anything really new. It's a really hot topic, you know, from the 98 number and people having it and having their paperwork and then being stuck and not knowing what to do, to, you know, trying to free yourself from, you know, this, what I would call predatory economic system. Some would say that's economic slavery. I would agree. So the bottom line is let's get into this and talk about what is 1040 versus 1041. 1040 is the individual return. People, you can say whatever you want, all cap name, straw man, whatever. It's the individual. Why do you say that, so? Because it files an individual return. And really, that's ultimately what it's about. The Social Security Administration is a federal agency, so that number is a federal number. Just like the EINs that are obtained, taxpayer identification numbers, employer identification numbers. The 98 number is an employer identification number. It's just the 98 designates that the entity is foreign. That's why everybody's into it. Everyone wants to be foreign because you feel if I'm foreign, I got to pay taxes. And that's not really the deal. You know, I'm sure, fine, whatever. But not only do you got to be foreign, the entity has to be foreign. None of the agents or trustees can be foreign. None of the beneficiaries or shareholders, they got to be foreign. And then you can't have any U.S. sourced income. So you can't, you know, be effectively connected or conducting a trade or business in the United States. So really, that's just like a foreign entity that maybe buys some United States shares in the stock market. But even still, it's like, how is that foreign with regards to the Internal Revenue Service? And a lot of us get this 98 number, this holy grail of privacy, right? Oh, it's the holy grail of being private. Oh, I got my 98 number. And I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm really coming at the people who purport and state this information, like all you need is your 98 number. That's BS. So when it comes down to it, it's an individual. All capital name, it's an individual. Social Security number, it's an individual. 1040 is an individual return. Who is the individual? Well, the individual that's filing a return. Yeah, okay, it's all capital name, but more succinctly and specifically, it's the Social Security number. So, that's attached to the birth certificate, right? So that's the 1040. It's an individual return. You can call it what you want. Straw man, the debtor, the sesque trust, the devil. I don't, whatever. You can call it whatever you want. It's an individual. It's a corporate, abstract, you know what I mean, It's not substantial. It's abstract. It's on paper. It's on the birth. It's a certificate. Like, get out of here. And it's got a state seal at the top of it. Like, that's an individual, and it's a public individual. And you can be like, oh, well, it came from the long form, but in the application that my mom filled out. The application was a public form, so it originated from a public application. Well, you, man, I don't get into that. It's the individual. The 1040 is the individual. Bottom line, there's no control in the individual. The only control you have with regards to the individual is how much money the individual makes. And a lot of times you don't have that control because you have to be at work every day, 8 to 5 or 8 to 9 or 9 to 5 or 6 to 10 or whatever your work schedule is. So the only control that you have over the income that is generated through the individual, let's just keep it plain and simple, is usually controlled to have more money come through the individual versus less. I mean, you stop working hours, you start not showing up for work 1 or 2 days out the week, you're going to get fired. You out of here. And that's the thing. Even with the amount of money that you're making using this individual, there's very, very, very little control. You apply for a job, and they say, well, we'll give you this, $14 an hour or something, $10 an hour. We're going to give you $10 an hour. And you're like, my last job I got 12. And they're like, well, how about $11.50? But really, I mean, that's a very, very narrow area of negotiation. Like, that's not control. I mean, and if it is, cool. To me, it's not. So not only are we in very little control about how much income is generated, on the low side, on the high side, either side. But also there's no control over specific deductions that are allowable. There's no control over specific withholdings, which is the most important thing. Look, corporations pay their bills first. Then whatever's left over after corporations pay all their bills and pay their executives, then whatever's left over is taxed at the corporate rate. The individual income is withheld before the individual even gets the funds. It's taken out until the individual can prove that there is a refund owed through the filing of an individual return. And there are specific rules and regulations with regards to the individual return. It's like 60 pages. I know, I printed it off. 1040 instructions. It's crazy. So many stupid things. You can only donate $5,500 into an individual retirement account. So what if my employer does not offer any type of retirement at all? Well, you can still only put $5,500 into a retirement account. How many years do you have to work at putting $5,500 into one single retirement account or spread out across a bunch before that retirement account can sustain you after retirement? I mean, the whole thing, to me, is just a setup, 100% setup. The main thing is 1041. Let's get into this. It's a trust and estate return. Biggest thing. You got to go back to Big Brother Yusuf L. And the rules to the game. Now, he'll tell you, he didn't make up the rules to the game. He's just telling us what the rules to the game are. Public and private don't mix. Okay, so we're dealing with trust. Public and private don't mix. So there's a trust of public and private don't mix. All right, so Sot must be talking, he must be saying that for a reason. Let me think about this. Okay, so there must be a public trust and a private trust. Correct? Public trusts, usually, more than likely, are put together. I mean, even LegalZoom would do it. Basically, it's an entity that owes its existence to legislation in the same way that the individual does. The individual owes its existence to state legislation that is recognized by federal legislation, which allows a federal agency to issue it a Social Security number. A trust that is public and a state that is public owes its existence to state legislation. Therefore, it is governed by the state. Therefore, it's public. It doesn't protect, grantor trust, for example, does not protect against litigators and creditors. It only protects from probate. Now, a private trust, on the other hand, a contract trust, owes its existence to the contract itself. Now, a public trust and a private trust files the same return. And that's what I feel like confuses some people, especially, the new people who are just coming in to the information and really just want to know the truth. Tired of being lied to, tired of being BS'd, and really just want to know the truth. And I'm the seeker of truth. I'm the speaker of the truth. I've accepted that designation. So I'm going to tell you, there's a difference between trusts. Public trust, private trust. If you got a private trust, exists a contract, a state attorney cannot help you. A state attorney is going to argue with you. A state attorney is not versed and does not understand an entity that can do business in international jurisdictions. Because state attorneys, more often than not, are only dealing with entities that can do business in the states that they have their state bar card in, where they went to their state university or their state college. I got trustee training. Trustees, they got my private mobile number, and I don't tell lies. So I tell them, call me. Talking to an accountant, you talking to a lawyer, you talking to the banker, call me. And a lot of times they do, which I respect, because I know some people, I'll tell them to call me and they won't call me. Oh, he's busy. But, it is what it is. I appreciate people trying to look out for me, but at the same time, you look out for yourself, especially if you're in the trainings. You know what I'm saying? But I've had trustees call me because these people was arguing with them because they worked at that same bank. Oh, it's Wells Fargo. That's a national bank. Well, they have state charters. They have to incorporate in each state. There's a comptroller of currency for each state. There's a chamber of commerce for each state. So all these people are known. Not only are they restricted to the public jurisdiction, but a singular one state jurisdiction out of the other 50 or 49, states that have different jurisdictions and handle their state trust differently. Now you can, mess around with that stuff if you want. They tried to get me when I was coming back from overseas. A guy I was dealing with overseas in the south of France, he was a Jew, put me on the trust, but didn't tell me enough to where I could, figure it out on my own. So, I'll come back talking to attorneys. I talked to 3 separate attorneys. Some of y'all have heard the story. And each one of them told me that a trust mandatorily dissolves after 12 years. Well, that's the statute in the state where I'm at, where I was talking to them. It was the third one. I thought they were being racist. I thought they were playing me. I thought you think I'm poor because of my melanin content or the way I'm dressed or something? No, I had these issues. We all go through these issues in our mind, But the third attorney, it was a female, so she was a little less combative, And she said specifically statutory trusts. All statutory trusts must dissolve after 12 years. She gave me a card and she asked me to leave. And I left. I don't get controversial in public. I never really been about that life. But I always remember that she said statutory. And she created a distinction. And maybe she knew exactly what she was doing. Maybe she knew exactly what I was looking for. I just didn't know exactly what I was looking for. And maybe she knew. And maybe she just wanted to give me a distinction, give me a clue. And if I was on it enough, if I was studying, I would pick up what she was putting down and I would be able to keep it moving. And, By the grace of the Creator and your ancestors, I was able to do that. But she made a distinction. Statutory trusts dissolved mandatorily after 12 years. Because that wasn't what the Jew guy, he was cool too. He was, but that's not what he told me, in the south of France. That's not what he told me. He didn't say, he said it lasts forever, trust fund babies and stuff like that. So, and it's the specific distinction that's most important. So, what is a trust? A trust is defined as a right of property. Right of property. What is property? Real property or personal property. What is real property? Real property is a house, commercial, building, land. It's all real property. Real estate. That's how you know. I always kind of correlate real property with real estate. I hear real property. Oh, real estate. Oh, that's great. That's, okay, cool. Personal property. What's that? Movable property. Well, what's that? Cars, vehicles, planes, trains, automobiles, gold, silver, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, scissors, silverware, porcelain, diamonds, emerald, pearls, classic cars, collectible art, any type of jewelry, anything that can, be moved, whether with a tow truck, forklift, or, just with your hands. That's personal property. So a trust is defined as a right of property, real or personal, held by one party for the benefit of another. Real property refers to, for example, land, buildings, crops, or mineral rights. Personal property consists of movable articles such as furniture, jewelry, stocks, or bonds, i.e. everything that is not real property. Why is it, these distinctions are important? First and foremost, public and private doesn't mix. We are not talking about any type of public trust. You want to deal with the public trust, you're dealing with a public trust. You're the co-beneficiary and co-trustee in the bankruptcy for the United States. A Supreme Court case, some sort of quotation. I think I read that last week, if I'm not mistaken. You can check that out if you like. But, public trust isn't that deal. What is a private trust? A private trust is a trust that exists through contract. There are many types of trust, but a business trust remains eminent in personal financial planning. A business trust acts in many ways like an individual, buying, owning, selling, spending, and earning. It is private. It can avoid death and inheritance tax, probate tax, death tax, inheritance tax, creditors, litigation, lawsuits. Gift tax, generation skipping tax. Did I say creditors and litigators? And it can allow for capital gains in income tax, savings, or avoidance. But so if a trust is a contract, what is a contract? A contract is an agreement to do or not to do a certain thing. So when they settle cases out of court, they can't talk about it. So they sign a contract, a settlement contract. You can't talk about what this case was. Can't talk about how much money we gave you, and you can't sue us ever again for this. That's a contract. So we're specifically talking about a trust contract. To do or not to do a certain thing, and is one source of an obligation. An obligation is defined as a legal duty by which a person is bound to do or not to do a certain thing. The elements essential to the existence of a contract are 1. Meeting of the minds, 2. Parties capable of contracting, 3. Mutual consent of those parties, 4. A lawful object, and 5. A sufficient cause or consideration. A contract is either express or implied. An express contract is one in which the terms are stated in words, usually on paper. The existence of such terms of an implied contract are manifest by conduct. Y'all hear that? The existence of an implied contract. Because That's crazy. The existence of the terms of an implied contract are manifest by conduct. There's a lot of certain things that we're doing every day that shows that we're in a specific contract. Me personally, my biggest thing that I'm concerned about, and I think it's my personal business, you know what I'm saying, because we're family, and I gain when you gain, and I lose when you lose. So the biggest contract that I feel like we are breaching is the contract to properly manage our wealth, to be fruitful. And, be fruitful. Okay, so yeah, that's just very simple. But for who? For whom? Be fruitful for whom? I think that's the biggest question. And that's a conscious choice. And does your conduct demonstrate that you're in a particular implied contract, that you are being fruitful for someone other than you or yours? Properly set up through the system of interrelating trust, you can avoid probate tax, income tax, state tax, death tax, inheritance tax, generation skipping tax, all types of creditors, litigation, because the trust never dies. There's no probate. It has the same bank accounts. It has the same, life insurance policies. It has all the same accounts. The successors simply come in and take over the pre-existing business of these particular trusts. That is powerful. Powerful. There's nothing to probate. The trust never dies. And if you own a nothing, control everything, and everything is owned in a trust, there's no exchange of ownership, is there? If I have a trust account with $20,000 in it, and you have a particular vehicle that I want titled in your trust, man, sometimes I feel like they're going to come get me. You have a vehicle, I ain't never scared. You got a vehicle titled in that trust that I want. Right? What are you going to do? What would you do? I'll tell you what I'd do. Like, listen here, man. I like that car. That's a nice car. How much you want for the car? I want $22,000. That's what you say. I'll give you 20 right now. Okay, 20,000 cash? Yep, absolutely. Okay, well, give it to me. Write me a check. No. What do you mean, no? You said you give me 20,000. I said I had to give you 20,000 cash. Where I'm from, they call it 20,000. Wow. I'm just playing. But yeah, you said you give me 20 cash. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. All right, so give it to me. Write me a check. Give me some cash. No. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to resign as trustee of the trust that holds the title to that vehicle. You're going to name me as a successor and resign. So I'm going to come on as a trustee. I'm going to name you as a successor and resign, and you come on as a trustee. All you got to do is just walk in the bank, show them the minute where you sign on as a trustee, and then they'll put your name on the account. They'll take my name off. The $20,000, it's in the account. I'm not writing you a check. I'm not giving you cash. And then I'm going to come on to the trust that is titled to the vehicle. We ain't got to change the vehicle title. I don't want to do that because they want to charge taxes when you change the title of the vehicle, and when you record titles to properties, they charge for all that. We don't do with that. So I'm going to come on to that trust. You resign, I come on. I'm going to resign, you come on. There was no money exchange. There was no transaction. That wasn't in the sale. There's nothing to tax. IRS, come at me, bro. I dare you. And that specific transaction, ain't nothing shaking with the back leg of that peeing dog named Bacon. I'm just playing. Let me chill. But I just I get excited, and I want to show my excitement because there's so much on the other side, on the private side. That's nothing. There's so much on the private side. It'll make your head spin, like literally. Your head will be spinning for like 3 months, and you won't know what to do first. But that'll be a good thing because everything that you're thinking of to do is very positive and exciting. And you just want to tell everybody, but you can't because a lot of people feel like you're stunting on them. But that's the thing, you know, it's like, let it be normal. Let it be normal. Those of you who got a job, I can't knock the struggle, and I'm not, and I never will. I respect those who hold down jobs. I respect those who hold down jobs even more who have a plan. I respect those who hold down jobs even more who have another business on the side. I don't care what it is, just a little bit. It's extra income that you could, through your trustee understanding and your private knowledge, avoid income taxes on. That's a big deal. You can title assets and funds in the name of the trust. Anything happens to you, nothing's going to happen to you. Just make sure your successors are in line. They know what's going on. They know where their bank accounts are, where to go, what location is favorable, who to talk to, who you had a good relationship with, so on and so forth. Quite simple. Once it gets set up. Very simple. It takes time, but I'm here to help. You can email me at admin@welcometothefoundation.com. That's admin@welcometothefoundation.com. I do offer private trustee training. I do offer private consultations. Workman is worthy of his hire. I put in a lot of work to get where I am, so I expect those to get in, put in work to get where you're at. To put in work to get from where you're at, to get where you're going. With that being said, my long-winded self got less than 60 seconds left in the broadcast. If you are online on the website checking out the show, you got to call in 424-222-5250. Otherwise, you will be kicked off when we begin to stream in about 20 seconds. And I'm going to go to the phone lines here in a second because I'm pretty much finished with what I had to say. But the bottom line is understand what's going on. Don't let these people out here confuse you and trick you up. Don't do it because it's not about a debtor. It's not about an all-cap name. It's not about a Sescray trust. It's about an individual. You look at the returns. What's going on with the returns? Does it say individual return or does it say debtor return? Does it say strawman return? It's just, it confuses us. So I'm out here trying to, steer clear of the confusion. Phone lines are open. If you're on the phone line, congratulations. If you're not, you're listening to an archive episode right now. But I'm going to go to the phone lines. Y'all can push 1 if you want to jump on. If you fell off, it's a wrap. You got to check out the archives. Having a good week. I trust you're having a good week as well. Press 1 if you want to holler. Bottom line is, real, in all realism, the first thing, it starts in your mind. You got to understand that you're worth it. You got to know that you're worth it. You got to know that, there are energies, people, and mechanisms around you that are there to enable you. You just got to see them and utilize them. Closed mouth doesn't get fed. Believe, begin, become. Very simple. 3 is the magic number. Believe, begin, become. All 3 of those are required for any type of anything at all. It's very important. With the transition to private, no matter how old you are, how young you are, how much money you got, how much money you don't got, how much education you have, how much education you don't have, how much time you have, how much time you don't have, how many children you have, how many children you don't have, it don't matter. no matter what. Everyone, or every one of my brothers and sisters should be set up in this specific system. 1041 system is what my mentors call it. The 1041 system. I like to call it the system of interrelating trusts, but that can be kind of, confusing and obfuscates really, especially if you have public entities that are in that specific system. Up path, down path, however you do it. It's up to you. But you're not too old, you're not too young, you're not too poor, you're not too rich, you're not too nothing. You're not too tired, you're not too wheezy to start in your private transition. Period. Seriously. It's important. And if you don't think it's important, then who do you think is important? Think of them. I don't care if it's your girl, your boy, your son, your daughter, your mom, your dad, your cousin. It don't matter who it is. If they're important to you, then that's all the reason you need to get your affairs in order. That's it. And with that being said, I'm gonna go to the phone lines. Man, I ran kind of heavy tonight. My apologies. First caller. I'm trying to catch Yvette. What's Yvette? Is this Yvette? This is a gamble. 347-0529. 347-0529. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, Sot. Peace, community. Kings and queens. What's the deal? What's the deal? Salt. We have some serious info that's coming forward from you tonight. But community, I need to pull your ears right now. And this is real. Those of y'all who out here looking for jobs, because I know some of you looking for jobs so you could get in the private, clear your Facebook pages. Okay? People are checking your backgrounds. If you're not correct, it's showing. People are investigating your Facebook pages. They checking to see if you have criminal backgrounds. If you're smoking, drinking, and partying, and the extracurriculars, you need to clean yourselves out. Because unknowing to you all, when they take these blood, urine, and hair tests, they don't tell you, but it goes into a private database. You get flagged for the first 30 days. After the second flag, you go into a 60-day period. The third flag is 3 months. After that, you get flagged for a year. Once you hit a year flag, you're not employable place. Okay, your little Facebook pages that you're lighting up and doing all kinds of fraudulent stuff, that's what's holding a lot of you back. So, community, check yourselves, get yourselves right. We need to get in the private. Now, for the communities that's living in large groups, and you know where I'm coming to, because you're pegged, start spreading yourselves out, start relocating to different areas, because you're being watched, and on a big level. Move yourselves out, spread yourselves out, spread your wealth. Community, I know you all have something to send in. Donate something, pull together, get yourselves together. Okay? For those who have jobs, if they have a deferred plan before taxes, lock that in. Because unlike some of us who do not have the deferred, we're getting taxed heavily. Any place from 38 to 45%. Put those deferments in a before tax. That money doesn't go to the government. It goes into that retirement plan. They can't touch it until you retire. The only time you could pull that money is to buy your property, your child's college, or else medical. Leave that there until you're ready to go into the private. You will transition over properly. Don't do anything stupid. Community, this is the warning. Clear your backgrounds. Make yourselves disappear. Be very, very careful. Spread yourselves out. My brother Saltel, peace to you. Blessings as always. We'll get back. In a few days, we're going to be in the private. We're going to have our consultation. Be blessed, my brother. Peace, community,
right,
kings
sister.
and queens.
Appreciate you, sister. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to bring this sister in first. She be putting it down. And I appreciate, the sister. She goes in, she sends current events, she works, she's putting in work, for the community. And everybody, you too. You can play your part. You can play your part. You see a hole, plug it, or run through it, or I don't know, you tell me. Just, there's always room for someone else to add their positive contribution. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go to the next caller, 347-7605. 347-7605. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, Yusuf. My name is Davon. I got a quick question for you, brother.
Davon, peace, family. Yeah, I can hear you, but my name is Sot. I'm not Yusuf. Yusuf is the big brother.
Okay, so
this is the foundation.
Pardon me, brother.
Yep. No, I just want to make it clear. I ain't stealing no identities out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is my question. My brother put me on to you, and I want to thank you for everything that you're doing, right? And the problem is, when I go with him to the bank, we're trying to get his medallion stamp for his UCC paperwork, and they're not letting him get the stamp. Is there another way about going about it?
Why you need a stamp? For what? UCC what?
For the
financing statement?
UCC
for the
1 filing.
I mean,
for the
why
UCC
you need a bank stamp
filing.
for that? Why you need a medallion
because
stamp
on the paperwork it says that no notary can't do it. Only a financial institution can do it.
Can do what? Put a stamp on there?
Yeah.
The
financial
statement.
On top of that,
Go ahead.
And then on top of that, he has like this parole issue. He has like a parole warrant.
A parole warrant. All right. Well, here, let me just focus on and I don't really get into this too much. I leave this to Yusuf mostly, but the financing statement is uniform. It's a uniform commercial course. So the financing statement, the first page at least, is uniform for all the states.
Right.
So you can fill that out, and the financing statement, that page doesn't need to be notarized. I don't know, or stamped or whatever. And then what I understand, each jurisdiction, so each state, it don't matter what you put behind that UCC 1 page, the first page.
Yeah.
You just got to have that uniform first page. But that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say that they need a medallion stamp for a financing statement.
No, the financing statement paper, that's good. There's like the whole harmless paper and the security agreement paper.
Mm-hmm.
It's the power of attorney.
And it says on there that a notary can't do it?
Yeah, it says it has to be acceptable for a financial institution. Like every time we go to the bank, they keep telling him.
Yeah, I don't know where did you get this process from?
Well, he got it from a brother named Tazadak online.
Look, family. I would say, I can't say nothing about nobody else's process. That's the first time I've heard anything about a medallion stamp having to do with anything with the financing statement, whether it's a hold harmless agreement, the private agreement, any of that. So I've never heard of that. I would just say that me personally, and this is just me, this is just me saying that process that you got or your brother has is weird. It's weird, and that medallion stamp sounds unnecessary. All those are private agreements. It needs to be notarized. A notary is a witness of private documents. And that notary makes those private documents that the notary stamped be able to be seen in the public, like seen, like they can see it now. Otherwise, it's private and they can't see it. They have no jurisdiction over it. So a bank's medallion stamp, a bank is under a notary. The notary is up there with the Secretary of State. The bank is under the Comptroller of Currency, under the Chamber of Commerce for the state. You understand what I'm saying? So a bank is an inferior to a notary. So it sounds like whoever that process is either by an agent or someone who doesn't know what they're doing. I don't know, but it just sounds weird to me. And a bank's not going to put a bank medallion stamp on anything that they can't verify. And the only time I've heard anything about a bank medallion stamp is that when a private trust has private assets, specifically gold or silver, on deposit with a safekeeping receipt, and the bank will medallion stamp their private trustee or the private affidavit of valuation for the trust.
Okay.
And different instruments like that, where they recognize that their funds are coming out of their accounts that they have some sort of relationship with, because that account's at their bank and they can verify specific stuff.
Okay.
So none of the private agreement, the hold harmless, the indemnity, none of those have anything to do with a bank institution. They just need to be notarized.
Well,
so I would double check that, and I would definitely look at Yusuf. He has classes on secure party process and stuff like that. So I would go to highfrequencyradionetwork.com and check out what he has to offer.
Okay.
For that.
What about? See, it's a power of attorney though.
What does the bank have to do with the power of attorney? Is a notary. A power of attorney, and then when the power of attorney signs their paperwork, they got to designate their signature as attorney in fact, or AIF.
Okay.
So I don't see how the bank, so now the bank is, who's the power of attorney? You giving the bank the power of attorney?
Nah, the paperwork that my brother has is a power of attorney, and it says that no notary can't sign it. You have to go to a financial institution.
I'm telling you, that sounds really weird to me. That sounds really weird to me. You got a private agreement, the private contracts, but it needs a bank medallion symbol. That just sounds weird to me. That's mixing public and private. I don't understand that. So I can't really speak on that,
Okay. I appreciate it, though.
But check out, no problem. Check out highfrequencyradionetwork.com. And, Yusuf got SPC University, Secure Party Creditor University. So,
okay,
as far as I'm concerned, if Yusuf ain't talking about it, I'm not hearing it. Okay, cool.
Got you.
Thanks for calling in, brother. Appreciate
it. Thank you, brother. All right.
Yeah, peace. All right. Check it out. Yeah, that sounds real funny. I don't know if anybody know, you know what I mean, what my man was talking about and what I was talking about. But, see, that's what I'm saying. People out here tripping and then trying to sell it to people, and they be in situations. She said his brother had a parole. Man, I done seen street violence for less. 501-6281. 501-6281. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
So I hit that button by accident, brother. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out the show. All right. Peace, brother.
No problem.
All right. 718-8092. 718. Did I get that already? Nope. 8092. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from? (718) 8092. Hit your mute button. 8092. Peace.
So L, hi, can you hear me, so L?
Oh. Okay, yeah, I can.
Yeah, this me down. All right,
hey,
peace. How's everything? I'm all right. I'm all right. Just taking it easy. That's good. I'm on my way out to the Rockaways. Yeah, I had my little guy today, but elsewhere everything is all right, I've been thinking about a lot of things you said in the past, A lot of people need to take advantage because we don't know how long our loved one's going to be in our life, so we have to, get and grasp what they're giving us before it's too late, All our people is in our family, and being more proactive about that. But how's everything otherwise? You and your family?
Everything's perfect. I have no complaints, none whatsoever. We're all healthy, wealthy, eating good. Same with you?
Same over here with me too, like that. But I just, I always punch in. I don't have any questions this week. I need to write my questions down. But anyway, I'm gonna let you take the next call, and I'll talk to you next. Oh, you know what? I have a hard time navigating the new system that you put up. Before I just can just go to the archives with no problem. Now I just have a hard time navigating it, but I'll figure it out some type of way. And I'm gonna let you take the next call. All right?
You talking about the archives for the shows?
Yeah, because before I used to just tap it on it and listen to it with no problem. Now it's I'm not a computer wizard. I'm kind of like dinosaurs, so I don't really have to learn how to use computers and stuff like that. I'm not really good at it. All this technology stuff. Yeah. So,
I understand. All right, well, I could probably give you a link. You talking about last week, or I don't know. You can blogtalkradio.com.
It's been okay. It's been for the past few weeks that I've been having problems with that. That because sometimes I listen to it, but to get to understand the show even better, that and to really wake up my mind, that I wasn't able to get to it like that. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll go to the blog talk like that, And to you and everybody out there, live long and stay strong. And I'm going to let you take the next call, all right?
All right, family. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, the same here.
Peace to God.
Peace.
All right, let's keep it moving. Always love the, my regular family members that rock with me. Let's move on to the next caller. I think this is Biggity Brian from the Bay. You gotta hurry up and get to his phone.
What's up, man?
Peace, family. How you doing?
All right. Yeah, I'm over here in the Bay. Just listening, enjoying the show, and just showing support. Like you said, people just got to figure out what they want to do, man. So I feel like a lot of this stuff is just supposed to distract you, to put your energy towards other things that ain't accomplishing things you need to accomplish. So people just need to focus on what they possibly could do, even if they have a job, and say, all right, how am I gonna get myself in a position where if I lose this job, I'm not pulling my hair out, And like you say, you got to start somewhere. So why not start here, learn this, and start taking back your control of your energy and start developing stuff that can help you be able to do what you want to do. So that's it, man. I got nothing really for you. So.
Hey, man. I mean, you kind of said a lot, though. Appreciate it. That's what's up. No, I mean, it's important. Like I said, it's important to know. A lot of people say the word believe, but I mean, I think it's you got to know that not only that you got to make a move, but that you can, and it's well within your reach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I
think that's the biggest part of it.
Yeah. What I came to the realization that do my own study about all the information that's out here is that they kind of say that we are we are out of that age of believing, because believing is a good thing because it helps you get motivated to do things, because you believe can motivate you to get the ball rolling, but it also has a bad, it's a double-sided coin. So you just start believing in like the Messiah effect or something like that, where you need somebody to take care of you or something. But they say we're in the age of knowing, and your belief turns to knowing, so therefore you can do it. So it's all right to believe, but eventually you want to change it when you know where you're going. And, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I ain't nobody. I'm like, I'm just trying. I'm leaping and taking big risks. And, I know I'm going to land somewhere better than where I was at before. And that's the only thing I have. I believe, and now I feel like, yeah, I know. And so even if I don't succeed in somebody else's idea, I'm willing to take that risk. And maybe it might take me a little bit longer. But, I just figure I need to take the risk so I could start creating. And I feel like a lot of us need to start trying to, create, instead of letting us worry about things that can't help us. Simple as that. I'm going to let you talk to the next person. So.
Absolutely. I'm going to leave your mic open. I'm going to call in. I'm bringing in, where's he at? Coppertone. Where's he at? There he is. Coppertone. Peace, family. Coppertone. Mellow.
Oh, can you hear me? Yes, sir. Peace to the guys.
Yeah, peace to the guys, man. I was like, oh, man, you left me hanging. Peace, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. All is well. I'm not going to complain. You know what I'm saying? We're above earth. I'm talking to you. You're talking to me. You know what I'm saying? We're here. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it moving. Tomorrow's solar return as well. So, got some plans. Got some people I'm going to meet up with. Got some sisters and whatnot. They got indulging with the organics, especially with the herbs and teas, and definitely other areas of business. So we'll see what's going on, man, and trying to put together a little like-minded, team as well, so we can better do business properly. Because proper business when it's done well, it encourages a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? We're two again now, so yeah, deductions, like you said, avoidance, so we definitely want to get off into that, healthy structure for the business, healthy relationships. So yeah, I definitely, I'm thankful for everything that you bring, bro, the works, we need to keep going in, providing divine, tools that we need in order to structure the business properly, and be able to pass it on, protect it, preserve it, and, as well grow it. So thanks a lot, indeed, brother. I salute you. Gratitude once again. Thanks is just another expression that we can, definitely convey to you. But the prices, the worst is definitely really prices, brother. That's no problem. So, I tell you right this, man, I'm gonna definitely give you a shout out because I got some more people that I'm trying to see how I'm gonna utilize this structure and put it together where we all be up under one big total, so to speak. One big central. Operating. I'm trying to say one big central operating. Domain. And we have many various, so to speak, services within that or around it, so to speak. So I'm gonna definitely reach out to you on that. Definitely reach out to you on that, man. And, get with you, so I need some advice. You feel me?
Yeah, got you, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. And always, I look forward to talking to you soon, man. Get home safe. Sounds like you're traveling.
Yes, sir, indeed. We're in transit. We're definitely in transit, in public, in transit. That's what we have right now. Trying to make it back to the domain, privately, safely and privately.
Got you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, family. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
All right, man. Peace. Peace to you, man. Talk to you soon. Have a great week. Peace and blessings.
Peace to God.
Yeah. I may be going choppy. 980-8959. 980-8959. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace to the guys. Amiel.
Oh, what's up, family?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I wanna I was calling to say what's up, but I wanna link with you tomorrow. So I'll hit you in the private.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking. You gonna call? You got my mobile, right?
No, but
yeah, I sent you that email. I'll email it to you.
Email. Yeah, all right. That's what's up.
Okay. Yep, no problem. Peace. All right, that's it. Peace, Brian. I'm out of here, man. I'll talk to you soon. I gotta get with you anyways.
All right.
And of course, peace to you, all of you, everyone who checked out the show this evening. I want to say thank you. You know, your heirs, thank you. Your future self, thanks you. The one who has more time and the one who has more available, disposable funds, thanks you. Your future self, that is. You know, investing in your private education is one of the best investments that you're going to make in your life. And you're on the right track, and I salute you. With that being said, I want to say thank you to all the listeners, all the archive listeners, everyone who called in, anyone who added to the foundation for checking out the foundation. You know, Daryl said something significant. And, you know, you don't know when people are going to be gone. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on this network. But I do know that so far, up until this point, the content that I put out is going to be able to help a lot of people if they put their minds to it and, you know, you stay dedicated. So with that being said, welcome to thefoundation.com. Sign up for the email list. You know, find all the social media accounts, make a donation, sign up for a consultation. Just say what's up. All from the website, welcome to thefoundation.com. Also, highfrequencyradionetwork.com. If you're talking about discharge, you know, these weird bank things on your UCC, like I ain't never heard of, hit up highfrequencyradionetwork.com. He'll get with you. My main thing is to help you transition to the private properly, legally and lawfully, while we're legally avoiding taxation. And that takes time, but you only have to do it once, and that's a great thing. You are worth it. Your heirs are worth it. The people that you care about are worth it. And nothing's going to happen. No one's going to come down and save you, pick you up, knock on your door and say, hey, man, check this out. I know you need this, and I got you. All you got to do is sit back there on the couch and eat some popcorn and chill and watch YouTube videos. It'll never happen. You're going to have to stand up, get up, and make some moves to produce a better situation for yourselves and those that you care about. You can do it. You just got to believe. And belief is serious because at first you need to believe. But once you do it, then it's knowledge. Now you know. So either you're slacking or you're not at that point because it's no longer about belief. You've done it already. Do it again. So those of you who know and just aren't on your square, get up and do it again. Those of you who believe, continue to believe and get it done. I'm your brother. So, L, I got your back. You can email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. And, you know, I can assist in you walking this path. It will be my pleasure. It would be an honor. With that being said, enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. You know, don't eat that junk food for one day. Or, you know, don't be overcritical about yourself in your own mind. Do something to be good to yourself so that way it's easier to be good to someone else. You understand what I'm saying? And that way we produce positive, reciprocating cycles that manifest great things. I love y'all. Have a great week. I look forward to hollering at you next week here on The Foundation on High Frequency Radio. Peace to the gods.
High Frequency Radio.